very positive. Last year, we worked around the clock, trying to keep our schools open and preventing outbreaks, and I could say this, we only had one instance of in-school transmission all last year, with hundreds of cases from outside exposures in our schools. It was very positive, that we did not have any in-school transmission with the exception of that one case. But we did have a lot of out-of-school time for children due to contact tracing. The fact that they've added, you're vaccinated, you do not have to be excluded is really important. You will have to wear, if you are in close contact to someone who is COVID positive within the 6 feet for 15 minutes, even though you're vaccinated, the rule is you don't have to be excluded from school, you will have to wear a mask for 14 days, or until you have a negative COVID test. The second adjustment that they made that allowed for children to stay in school more is that both individuals, the infected individual and the exposed individual, are both masked. The exposed individual will not have to leave school. So it's another way that we're preserving time in school, that the Department of Health will no longer require that other individual to be excluded from school. If we continue to monitor for symptoms, but again, with that caveat, you need both the exposed and the infected person to be masked to avoid that out-of-school transmission. The Department of Health has also released guidance related to school closures. We are mandated to report positive cases. We'll now go into an online system. They will work with us in terms of when schools have to be shut down. Their goal is to maintain in-person learning, but to prevent outbreaks. They've defined outbreaks. You have 2 or more individuals who are not identified, the source of COVID not identified outside of the school setting. So 2 or more in any group, whether it be a classroom or an activity like football, band, whatever activity. If we have multiple groups in multiple areas where we're seeing that there's potential in-school transmission, then there are going to be recommended shutdowns, similar to what we had last year. So again, those are the important updates. And I think what's the promising news there is that we've allowed for activity or allowed for behaviors that will prevent out-of-school quarantines. And again, our goal is to maintain in-school learning as much as we can. So we're going to continue with all the mitigation efforts that we had in place last year, all the things that we know work to keep our children safe and keep our children in school. That concludes.
Thank you. We want to thank the community for all the